Hey guys, good morning. It's Becky Bamboo. Today is Monday, January 23rd, 2011. This is week 7 of my pregnancy, the start of week 7. My weight has not changed any at all, so I'm still holding steady at 187, which is good. So last week was a very up and down week for me. My energy seems to be picking back up a little bit, which is really good. But the nausea is still just very on and off. Monday and Tuesday last week were very rough. Wednesday was a really good day. Thursday and Friday, kind of in between. The weekend, kind of in between. I have to say, I had an experience on Saturday night that taught me a lesson about myself during this pregnancy, at least right now during this pregnancy, and that is I can never let myself get overly hungry. I was busy all day Saturday. We left my house early in the morning to go up to my parents'. My brother is a math teacher, and he does Scholastic Bowl, which is like a quiz bowl. I don't know what it's called all over the country, but he always, every year, does this big tournament, and there's teams that come from all over the state, and he kind of recruits the family to come help him put this thing on. My husband and my mom go and help read questions, and myself and my sisters-in-law, we do the lunch stuff, which is it's totally gross. I have to be honest, it's totally gross. They serve pizza for lunch, and there's I don't know how many kids at this thing. We get 120 pizzas delivered to us from a Papa John's pizza place in town, and then we do also give out bags of chips and sodas, and it is disgusting to see 120 boxes of pizza. Ugh, and the smell is awful. So anyway, I spent a lot of my afternoon helping do this. And so I ate breakfast on my way up there, and then after we did all the pizza stuff, I ate a banana, and then we decided to go out to dinner as a family when this whole thing was over. And when we got to the restaurant, they told us it was going to be a 45-minute wait. Well, I anticipated that. It's a Saturday night. It's a big city. I anticipated that we would wait. And I was okay, but we ended up having to wait over an hour. And when we got to the 55-minute wait mark, I got so sick. Bent over, trying to not throw up sick. And I knew I had nothing in my body. And I was getting dizzy and lightheaded, and I really wasn't talking to anybody, and my mom's like, "You're sick." And I said, "Yeah, I am." And she's like, "Ugh." So my sister-in-law went up to the manager of the restaurant and got some crackers for me. And so I started eating some crackers. Now, eating crackers when you're really sick is just it's brutal. You have to do it, but my mouth was dry, and so I just couldn't chew, and it was really, really brutal. So anyway, after I got some crackers and I started to feel a little bit better, and well enough that I was able to eat dinner, but the whole experience that night was just really, really bad. And our waitress is the worst waitress I've ever had, ever. And to the point I didn't even tip her. They got my dinner wrong. I ordered a salad that had pasta in it. It was a pasta salad with grilled chicken, and I wanted... It was supposed to be a Caesar, but I wanted ranch, and I asked for the dressing on the side. When I got my salad, it had no chicken, which was the whole point of me ordering the salad, was because I wanted to eat the chicken. And this menu, this restaurant we went to, doesn't have a lot of healthy grilled chicken options, so that was one of the only ones on the menu. So I was like, okay, I just wanted the chicken. So she comes back, and I said, "There's no chicken on the salad." And she yanked it away from me and storms off. And then she comes back, and they had just flopped some chicken on top of it. And I was like, whatever, I don't even care. I'm so hungry, I just have to eat something. So after we ate, my husband and I had a coupon for this place. And basically what it ended up being was that my meal we would pay for and my husband's would be free. And so first of all, I asked for a box because I never eat all my meal. You guys know, post weight loss surgery, if you go to a restaurant, you're getting a box. That's just the way it is. And so I had asked 3 times to get a box. And I had asked for a little to-go container of ranch dressing to take with me because I had asked for my dressing on the side. Oh my God, she was so like irritated by that. So she finally gets that. Then I give her we get ready to get the bill, and she comes to see how to separate the bill because we were with like a total of 8 people. And so I told her, I said, we're together and I have a coupon to give you. And she didn't take the coupon. And then she starts going on, and I said, I guess you don't need it right now. She's like, no, I need it. And so I try to hand it to her again, and she starts to walk off, and I'm like, I have the coupon. And she snatched it out of my hand and rolled her eyes at me and whipped her head around. And I was like, oh, there goes your tip. And I just said it right to her face. There goes your tip. And so she walks off. And everybody at the table sees this happen. And everybody else is like, oh, there goes your tip from us, too. And the restaurant had gotten somebody else's meal wrong, too. And so anyway, my younger brother is like friends with the manager of this restaurant. And so he went to the manager and was like, your waitress has a really bad attitude, and we have had really poor service, and we will not be coming back here. And so he goes over and he like reams the waitress in front of us, and he ends up giving us an additional discount, but it ended up not really being much. Like my dinner was $8, so it ended up being like 80 cents. He gave us 10%. So anyway, I didn't tip her at all, and I didn't feel bad about it. I'm like, you know what? If you're going to treat me with disrespect and have an attitude, I don't do that where I work. If I treated my patients like that, I wouldn't be working there. So anyway, just a bad experience, and I just learned my lesson of, like, I've got to get some food in me every few hours. Even if it's just a piece of fruit or a piece of cheese or something, I have to keep something in me or else I get really sick. So lesson learned. Right now it's like 8 in the morning. I just woke up and my stomach is growling. So that's the first place I'm going to head, is to get some food, because I know if I let it go too long, I'm going to get really sick. So other than that, pregnancy, it's just been kind of interesting so far. It's kind of odd to realize there's something growing inside of you and you don't really feel a lot different. So 2 weeks from today, I go see the doctor for the first time. So we're getting closer, chipping away at it. I'll be very much more relaxed after that, because I have a lot of questions, and I'm just anxious about the first visit. I think I'm just ready to go and see what that's all about. I went to church with my mom on Sunday back home, and I ran into a guy I used to date, which was kind of funny. I dated him long before my husband. It's weird to say I dated him. I did, like, we went out on dates, but we really didn't, like, date. Like, there was not really a lot of, like, connection between us other than just a friendship, so it never went very far, but I haven't seen him in a long time, and I ran into him at church, and he came, like, running up, and he's like, hi, and he, like, throws his arms around me, and he's like, you look so different, and, like, carried on about that for a while, and I was just like, yeah, and it's always funny to me, like, I've lost all this weight, and, like, people who maybe gave me a hard time about my weight, or weren't connected to me because of my weight, are all now fat, and he's gotten really fat, and it's just, like, funny to me. Like, it's almost, in some ways, it feels like karma's a bitch. Like, if you're like not cool with me because of my weight, like, that's just wrong. Like, I was the same person on the inside as a plus size person as what I am now as a normal size person. But yeah, it was kind of funny to me that he was like, oh my gosh, you look so different. So I introduced him to my husband and told him that I was with child, and he was just like, oh, wow. So it's just funny to me. I don't know. That's the first time that's happened to me post losing my weight, is to run into somebody I used to date. Kind of funny. So yeah, I guess things are good. nothing else too exciting going on. Weight stays the same. Meanwhile, I know my body is changing all the time, and I'm learning to be okay with that. I'm not gonna lie. I'm leery of this whole baby thing. But I will say, I got a calming sense of over me at church. The sermon was talking about fear and talking about letting fear hold you back from doing things in your life. And so many of us can relate to that, especially with our weight loss surgery. But the top thing that came to my mind was the baby thing. Because Jared and I have talked about babies for to be honest, last 2 years. Since we got married, we've been talking about kids and when would we do it and what's the right time. And we put it off and put it off and put it off, and I think we did for various reasons, mainly because of my weight. But, when we decided to do this, we just both sat down and it came to both of us, and we just said, it's time to just give it to God, and it's just time to, if we're meant to be parents, then that's what's going to happen. And our pregnancy happened very quickly after that. Within a month, I was pregnant. And I got a very calming feeling over me, thinking, wow, I'm really supposed to be a mom. That's what I'm being called to do. God is calling me to be a mother. And all of a sudden, I just thought, everything's going to be fine. This is all going to be okay. And it makes me tear up talking about it, because it's like, it was the weirdest, most in-touch thing I've ever experienced with my religion and with my beliefs. And it really, like, all of a sudden just kind of hit home to me, like, okay, this is what I'm called to do. And wow, what an experience that was. So I feel so much more at ease with everything today, or since then, really. Like, it was like an accepting point to me. Like, this happened for a reason. This happened because God is saying that we are supposed to be parents, and that I am supposed to be a mother, and that this is an okay thing, and that, I don't know, it's a weird thing. So anyway, I'm feeling pretty good about that. I gotta say, I'm missing running like crazy, so I decided I'm gonna start back doing a little bit of that. They really want me to take it easy the first trimester and not really do much of that, but to be honest, I think I'm gonna go insane if I don't run a little bit. So I don't want to do anything to hurt the baby or to hurt the pregnancy, but at the same time, I don't want to completely give up things that I love either. So we'll see where it goes. So anyway, I guess that's all that's going on with me. There's a lot of laziness going on around here. A couple dead animals. Isn't it? Poor thing. And this one over here, he's dead too. Yeah. Oh, stretch him out. Silly animals. So, yep, that's what's going on, and I guess I'll check in with you guys later.